recovering from that strut. It's better than he was.
You're terrible, Muriel.
How many times does Slita say terrible? Keep a terrible count, y'all. And subscribe to the channel.
This Falcons defense is terrible! Terrible! Ugh!
We got Whereyahidin.
Terrible!
The curse of Matt Ryan is on us! You screwed up with Deshaun Watson. You screwed up with Lamar Jackson. You screwed up with Justin Fields. You screwed up with Heineke and Ritter and Mariota. Our offense is terrible! Because this is unacceptable, and we're going to get this. I'm not going to tolerate insolence and terrible football by my players. I didn't do it at Home Depot, so yeah, I'm going to do what I can to build a winner. Shut up!
The Braves really could have been swept in all 5 games. If that guy for the Walker didn't have that terrible first inning, ground balls getting underneath the Braves, just terrible.
But we're probably going to be 0-2. Okay? And then on Halloween, we got the Panthers. I mean, that was terrible.
This is my final Atlanta Falcons video of the year. My final content that I will do on this terrible, pathetic, worthless organization.
Why we didn't address this pathetic, terrible pass rush at the deadline is beyond me.
Play. That was his second interception. Terrible throw. Number one, the defense will make stops. The offense will be on the field longer than the damn defense. It is terrible. Well, Sports ATL Slita, you're always giving credit to Matt Ryan. What are you talking about? Always would be 100%. But fact is this: Matt Ryan is not why we haven't won the Super Bowl. He's not the reason why we choked all those games last year. He's not the reason why we lost 5 games this year. This defense is terrible. And those defenses were terrible. This defense is an embarrassment. Are you serious? They can't tackle. They can't knock down the damn football. They can't sack the quarterback. But teams are driving into the goal line, and you're standing this way, and you're standing behind the receiver, letting them tackle it, letting them catch the ball. Like, okay, I know we're trying to score more points here, but receiver, you get in front of me, I'll stand behind you, let you catch the ball in the end zone, and then I'll tackle you. That's about as dumb as watching a ball roll 9 yards, and you're just standing there, right? Terrible. This defense is terrible. Just utter embarrassing. Terrible. Obviously it's not going to happen, but Dean Pease needs to go back to the old folks' home because he is terrible. Huh? What excuse do you got? Dean Pease was supposed to be... Dean Pease, because all these players, 98% of them were here last year when the defense was terrible.
Playoffs.
Wait.
Boy, that was 2 demoralizing playoffs, wasn't it, though, Vic?
Yep, sure was.
God. I don't know what was worse, last year's playoff loss or the one before that. I think this one, I think last year was worse because we only scored 8 runs and we had the best record in baseball.
Yeah.
And then we just scored 8 measly runs.
Oh.
That was terrible. Add that up where you had.
Yes.
Shit.
Yes.
Matthew says he loves Red Bull. Oh, God, that's disgusting.
Well, that's disgusting. Well, that's disgusting.
Hey, again, I need to have Daniel Vogelmess off the team. The Mets are terrible. They're terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Baseball Hut. They're terrible. They're in last place, soon to be the worst team in New York. The Yankees own us, the Braves own us, the Marlins, Nationals own us. But come and watch Baseball Hut.
And the pitch, and that's way outside. What a terrible pitch by Max Scherzer. Now, some of y'all think I might be over-embellishing the calls. I am. I'm doing everything I can to trigger these New York Mets fans.
I'm doing everything I possibly can. So I will overindulge it. I will over-exaggerate and embellish. Yes, I will. 2-2 pitch. That ball was low because he does not know how to hold on to a baseball. And he's getting blind, too. He's got one eye. He's got a robot eye, in case you didn't know. Terrible decision for Scherzer to come to the Mets. Terrible decision. He should have stayed with the Dodgers. Well, the New York Mets offense looks putrid, doesn't it? They look terrible. They look a good team, actually.
On third down, scans the field and gets sacked. Grady Jarrett brings him down. But then a flag flies.
By the hips, and he's rolling through the tackle.
No way. Come on, ref. What? Stop. Personal foul. Oh, my God, no. Are you serious? Oh, come on, ref. No. Oh, God. No.
That is a terrible call. That is terrible. Because Tom Brady bitches and moans, you give him the call. I don't blame Grady Jarrett for bitching. I'd knock that referee right on his face. With a water balloon, by the way. Terrible call. Terrible. Terrible call. That was bullshit. Bullshit. I can't even look at the box score. It was 26-10 Falcons in the fourth quarter, and the Falcons could not stop it. The Falcons could not stop this choke. How do you lose this game? How do you lose it? How do you lose this game? Unfucking believable. Unbelievable. Oh my God, this hurts. This hurts, y'all. This is terrible. This is crushing. How do you blow this? You're up 26-10.
You're having those bare necessities. Look at those wings.
God.
Oh my God. Oh,
It smells fucking terrible.
This becomes a foot race to the end zone for Cooper Kupp in space.
All right, the Falcons are going to pull a 28-3 rally. Just terrible.
EAGLES Eagles.
Just terrible. There's good riddance. He left. Terrible DC. Alimony is terrible. Alimony is terrible. Alimony is terrible. Well, all I know is that Phillies, you better win a ring. If you don't win a ring, this don't mean shit. If you don't win a ring, this don't mean shit. Yep, the Braves should have been swept, really. I'm not going to come on here and dispute it. The Braves have looked terrible in this whole series. Terrible.
Ha